We are back with the Mayor's Take. I'm your host, Daryl Hall, and I'm here with the one and only, the Honorable Stephen L. Reed, Mayor of Montgomery. How have you been on today?
Hey, man, I've been doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, it's been busy these past few
I hear you.
weeks. Like when I say busy, I mean I got gray hairs trying to come through. And I I have to dye it out to make sure I look young for the young folks right here. So you don't have that problem though. It's
No, look, listen, I got a little bit of wisdom coming in. You
Really?
know, oh, absolutely.
I can't see it.
You can't be in this job.
I thought that was that Vaseline. You know how you put it, rub that Vaseline in there real quick. Hey, look,
man.
we're in season 2, man. I'm excited to still have these deep dive conversations with you about our city and our state and our local government. And I'm gonna jump right into it. But before I do it, right before they told us to cut on, high school football is in full effect.
Oh, yeah.
I know we talked about what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
Don't come up here with this drama at Crampton Bowl.
Oh, no, we can't.
But I will say I went to the Tuskegee and Winston-Salem game, the Red Tails Classic.
Man, blowed.
Amazing.
That was blowed.
Now,
shout out to everybody that came to the Red Tails Classic game, and shout out to everybody who sponsored and participated.
Yes.
From Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yes.
From Tuskegee and
They
all
brought a
4 points in
crowd.
between. Oh, absolutely.
I was on their side. I'm like, man, I might root for this team. Like, it was good. Now I saw you on the field. You were walking the street. I said, look at my boy down
Hey,
there.
look, listen, man, listen. When you see everything come together, you know
Right.
everybody that had a hand in it all throughout the
Yes.
city and all throughout the community, man, it's good. And then we wanted to recognize the original OG fly jock himself, Tom Joyner.
Oh, most definitely.
For,
most definitely.
not only his father being an original Tuskegee Airman,
Correct.
but also his ties to Montgomery and Tuskegee being an alum. That part was important to recognize those folks who, really blazed the way for a lot of us.
I didn't know his father was one of the airmen until I got to the game and they showed the video of it. I'm like, man, I never knew.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning stuff as we go. So thank you for, allowing that to be a part of the city of Montgomery. And I know a lot of hard work that went into it. Now time for the juice. So with all of that, there is a budget.
I like how you did that. I mean,
change up.
Yeah, you changed that
Bring
up
in
real
the
smooth.
juice. So with all that stuff, there is a budget that goes on for us to have these events.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the military have 4 aircrafts fly over the game. I know they didn't do that for free. So when it comes down to the budget, I know there's a lot of meetings, a lot of talk about what goes on with the budget and the city council meetings. What can you tell us, and how do we look right now with that?
The budget, without getting into the weeds. Now I'm a former financial analyst who did budgets in my first job out of college. So I can talk budgets all day, and everybody be sleeping after about 10 minutes, if that.
Okay.
So I understand people don't want to hear that stuff. But the budget is the largest in the city's history.
Wow.
And we think it's going to continue to grow as we invest in our community and we invest in the long-term future of the city. We're in the best financial condition the city has ever been in. We got a AA bond rating from Fitch. We go to Wall Street to go to Standard & Poor's and Moody's later this year. That's 800 credit, y'all. So if you don't know, that's 800 plus credit. Okay, that's what that is. All right. So we want that for a city. So when we need to do some things, whether it's to support healthcare in the community, whether it is to make some infrastructure improvements, or whether it is for other initiatives we know that the community wants us to see happen, we can do that. And so that's why having your savings, what we call reserves or fallout, it's really a savings account. Having that at 20% is where really it needs to be.
Gotcha.
So we're in a great position there, and I thank all of the folks with the city of Montgomery for helping us get to that point, our CFO and so many others who participated in it. But look, we wanted to make sure that the budget was reflective of the city's priorities. That is making sure we recruit and retain our current employees. We're doing that with a 5% merit increase this year. We're investing in our community centers, in our neighborhoods. But more importantly, we're investing in people. We're investing in programs. So you're going to see some things, look, that Montgomery typically has not done. I was just in Jackson the other day with my brothers from Little Rock, Birmingham, and Jackson, Mississippi, and we were talking about some initiatives that they're doing. Now, their budgets are a lot larger than ours. And I said, man, I wish I had some of that money. I wish I had some of that money you got right there. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'll be doing for housing and small businesses, all this stuff. But nonetheless, we do what we can. And I think for us, what I've tried to lead with is a sense of transparency and a sense of progress and forward thinking. Understand that not all this will happen tomorrow.
Right.
But these are the investments you have to make in order to get those returns down the road. So we're excited about the budget. We're excited about the financial stability this city's in. Again, the best the city has been in decades. And that is monumental. And I think it's important that those folks in our community understand that we're going to be good stewards of their dollars, and we're going to put it back into the community, whether that's investing in technology for our Montgomery Police Department, whether that's making sure that from a software perspective, the ease of government is more efficient and effective, or again, whether that's paving the streets that need to be paved.
Come on, Fab.
And making sure that, we filling those potholes that folks need us to fill. So we're not going to forget the basics while we talk about some of the big things.
I enjoy that. I forgot why I was on the west side. I said, man, the roads look good over here.
Oh, yeah.
They did their thing over here.
Oh, listen, traffic and engineering, street maintenance, all those guys are out there doing great work all the time, and we're going to continue to support them. And we're going to ask for some money from the state. We're going to ask for some money from the federal partners as well to kind of assist us in some things that we know that they're doing in some other cities, Huntsville.
There you go.
But they're not doing here. So
right.
Stay tuned for that.
I'm with it. So, and I'm glad that's happening because, again, you can't see a lot of improvements within the city that's being done, but it takes finances.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes when taxes are raised, but when they're able to see what's being done with that money, it's a positive.
That's right.
It's a win all the way around. So thank you, because everybody ain't good with money. When you got an 800 credit score, you can get what you want.
That's right.
Shout out to the 600s. All right. Hey, man, we love us, but we're progressing like we want to do with the city.
Hey, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Brick by brick.
So we got the Rodale Foundation statement that's being done. Educate the people on what that is and why that's important.
Yeah. I'm a Rodale fellow. I just finished up my class of 2024. And, for us, it's a bipartisan group of elected officials.
Okay.
And 12 Democrats, 12 Republicans. You come together to talk about how to have civil discourse in government through our disagreements and through our different views of how we do things. So you read everything from Scripture to the Torah to the Quran to
hold on, Mr.
all
Man,
the way
for the people in the back.
Okay.
What he's saying is, we learn how to disagree
That's
and
right.
remain friends.
Absolutely.
That's for the people on the west side. Keep going. All right. Come on. Because I was trying to put it together.
I hear you. That's right. You got to be able to disagree without, being disagreeable. And I think there's no more important time for us to really highlight that. And so I was proud to sign on to a letter with all of my classmates, again, from Utah all the way to Michigan, Illinois, Florida, Georgia, everywhere in between.
Yeah.
On all sides of the aisle, Oregon, from all sides of the aisle, to really talk about how we bring the country together during this time and how we have civil discourse and debates around topics while understanding that my point of view may be different from yours, but that doesn't make you necessarily a bad person.
Right.
And we have to be able to do that in government. We have to be able to understand, when the majority comes together and makes this decision, we're going to get behind it. We're going to support it. That's what truly makes us united. When I was speaking the other day to the 9/11 ceremony, I talked about that being a day when everybody was American. We didn't have any hyphens. We didn't have anything in front or behind our names. That was a day, and subsequent days after that, when people truly, truly came together for the country. And I think that we have to keep that in mind even right now. So just proud that the Rodale Foundation and our fellows came together to put that statement out. It's on my social media, and it's something that we stand by, and it's something we want to elevate even during this time of political disagreement about where Washington is and where politics stand right now in the country.
And I think that's monumental because right now, like you said, there's so much going on, and I'm going to bring it up in a second, but to even be educated to know how to disagree and not allow my actions to disrupt everything else around me.
Yes.
And I'm gonna bring it up because the situation with Charlie Kirk, no one wants to see a life lost because of views and the opinions of people.
Yeah.
Me and you may not always agree on nothing, but I ain't finna pull it. I still love mankind and humanity too much for that.
Yeah.
And we never want to see a life lost. But in educating people in that, when we don't agree on opinions and thoughts and religious beliefs, there's so much we can disagree on.
No question.
How can we still educate people, even though we may not be able to get to that foundation that you were in or were a part of? what can you tell the people in these situations? This is a more positive route that we can do.
Yeah.
How can we do that better?
Well, I think that, you have to lead by example, number one.
Yeah.
I think you have to be mindful of the words that you speak and the actions that you take.
Mm-hmm.
People understand politics is a contact sport.
Yes.
But we also have to understand that when you have this microphone out there on a platform in front of a crowd, or even maybe just, on your social media, you're talking to a lot of people. And you may not know how you're impacting the people with the words you use and the positions that you take. The Charlie Kirk situation, look, I didn't know who he was prior to last year. So, for me, I learned about him during the Biden campaign, and then when it switched over to Kamala Harris, who this guy was that, was organizing, young voters on campuses, young conservatives. Definitely didn't agree with his views and a lot of things that he said, but you don't want to resort to political violence. Listen, that's not acceptable if it's January the 6th.
Correct.
And you're trying to overturn what's happening with the election that you didn't like at the Capitol.
Right.
You can't excuse that. You can't excuse someone ambushing an 80-something-year-old man in the Speaker of the House's home, Speaker Pelosi's home. You can't excuse anyone that will show up at a Minnesota state legislator's house and will shoot a state representative, Speaker of the House, her husband and dog, and then go with a list of other people, 42 Democrats on that list as well. So it's not good.
Wow.
Regardless of who's being targeted. It's unacceptable, I think, in our democracy to normalize that. And I think one of my challenges has been over the last few days, we've been, buried in the budget. So I haven't really gotten all of the other context that's been out there, but just some of the things that I've heard have been really making this about, it's just one side.
Correct.
It's not good if it's either side.
Correct.
Or it's not good on any side.
Yeah.
And you have people that are serving their constituencies in all across this country. You don't want to inflame that. You don't want to push that as being okay or being something that we are going to do. In particular, when one of the issues comes down to, do we still have free speech? Do we still have free speech in the way that some have said we didn't when they didn't agree with the speech, but now want to change it now that they're in power? You can't have it both ways. You gotta say we've got it whether you like it or not. There are consequences to it. If you yell fire in the movie theater, there are consequences to that. We understand that.
Right.
But you can't have it one way or the other. You either have it or you don't. I think when you start canceling people and you start saying this is what you're only allowed to say, you're not allowed to say this, we go down a dangerous road in this country. And I think it's one that we all ought to be very, very sensitive about. And we all better really think through what happens if this shoe is on the other foot, come next week, next month, next year.
Well, and we're in that cancel culture right now, and I really want to get your thoughts about this. When we say freedom of speech, do we really have freedom of speech? Because you can say we have freedom of speech, but then when we do say something, there are consequences. There's reprimand. People are literally getting fired for having freedom of speech. But I believe that there's a balance. If I'm an Auburn fan, you're not an Auburn fan, and I go to an Alabama game in all Auburn gear, I'm asking for trouble. Like I'm putting myself in a bad situation. But do I still have that freedom to be who I want to be and represent my team even though I'm on the opposite side? Is that really freedom of speech, or is there an underlying tone I'm missing?
No, listen, I think that there is freedom. Well, at least we did have freedom of speech.
Right.
In light of recent incidents that are taking place on college campuses and corporations.
Right.
One has to ask a question. I understand maybe, hey, you suspend somebody for, hey, they said this, they shouldn't have posted that. Okay, we've got a social media policy at the city. I understand that.
Yeah.
You have to be very, egregious in what it is you post or say for that to be a fireable offense. Right? I think that in this country, again, we talk about the Constitution, we talk about the First Amendment, we glorify the Second Amendment.
Correct.
We talk about the First, but we glorify the Second Amendment. And so we got to really think about, are we holding true to that, or is it only when it fits our position
All right.
and our perspective.
You finna go down this road now, because when you talk about that, that can change the narrative for a lot of things. Because again, we can't uphold one and not have the same respect and honor for the other one.
I agree.
And I think that's where the disconnect is happening. We can't pick and choose what we want to pay attention to or submit or give honor to more than another because of our feelings and emotions.
Yeah, listen, it's no question that we have to be consistent. And right now, you're not hearing that consistency coming out of this administration at the federal level. That's a problem. And again, I don't think that helps us reduce political violence. If you're someone who's had an assassination attempt, as the president did, or if you're someone who's been shot like Representative Steve Scalise did down in Louisiana, that doesn't help us tone things down. That doesn't help us, dial back the rhetoric. When you're saying, well, hey, if you say this, we're going to cancel your show. We're going to take your broadcasting license. If you say this, you can't work at this university. You got to step down as provost, as chancellor, as president. When you get to that, you're getting out of the country that we have all talked about being the shining city on the hill, as they say.
Right.
America's always been imperfect. America has always had setbacks and has always had, starts and stops.
Right.
I don't think that we've gotten to a point to where people really were taking this approach to words and to positions when it comes to how I feel about a topic that we see right now. That to me is problematic, and I think for all of us, regardless of where your political persuasion may be, should be concerning for each and every one of us.
Correct. And I'm going to tap on them and move on. This is where I feel that this is that moment in time where I want better understanding. Jimmy Kimmel's show was canceled.
Well, listen, and I think for a lot of us, the issue is, are we moving the goalposts, right? Are we moving the goalposts now when, again, the same people who ran and raved about cancel culture are now the ones who are pushing cancel culture.
Okay.
So again, there's a blatant hypocrisy, in that. If ABC wants to say, hey, the timing wasn't right, we don't think you parsed this well enough, all right, ABC as their employer, I guess, has the right to do that.
Right.
I think, though, if ABC is canceling him because they're really worried about this multi-billion-dollar merger that they have, and whether or not the FCC and whether or not this administration is going to impact it.
Right.
That is a problem.
Yes.
I mean, that is a problem because now we're allowing government to dictate, exactly what's acceptable and what's not based on what my profit motives are.
Correct. It's a business.
Listen, that's right. So I just think that, you lose credibility, you lose trust, and people lose faith. And I think once people start losing faith in democratic norms, it becomes a lot easier for that democracy to erode and ultimately to die.
Right.
And for those of us who are students of history, in particular in Alabama, in particular in the South, in particular when it comes to black people, we ought to be very concerned about that. We ought to be awake about it.
Very much
and
so.
This is not the time for us to sit back and sit out. This is not the time to say, no, let them handle that. No. This is coming to our doorstep. It's really already at our doorstep.
Yes.
When you consider people who have lost their jobs because of what they have posted, what they've shared, that is a problem, and that's something we've got to make sure that for all those who fought on behalf of the flag, the stars and stripes, even when they didn't have any rights, like my grandfather. For all those who did that, you fought for a certain set of ideals, and we have to make sure we hold the country accountable for those ideals, regardless of what is happening in the moment, and really regardless of what the cost is. I think that's where we are in the country. I think this is an inflection point, and I think we have to decide, are we going to respond as people did in Montgomery, Alabama 70 years ago?
Right.
Are we going to respond the way people did in marching from Selma to Montgomery for voting rights 60 years ago? Or are we going to allow this just to be a moment that we look up in 6 months or a year, we say, well, wait, how did we get here?
Correct.
And somebody it's because we didn't do our part.
So we have the Harlem Children's Zone. We talked about them in season 1, about partnering with them, and they actually came back and they did a visit. What's the status with that, and what can we expect from them?
Man, just a fantastic opportunity for us to team up with Jeff Canada and his team for Cradle to Career initiatives. Something that if you're not familiar with the Harlem Children's Zone, I encourage everybody who checks this out to look them up. It's been a fantastic initiative that has really changed thousands of lives in Harlem. And we were invited to be a part of the Mayor's Neighborhood Academy in Harlem, and just proud that the work we've done here in the city of Montgomery, from our perch at City Hall, partnering with those in education, has garnered the attention of national organizations. Certainly, serving on the board of Valiant Cross Academy, I see it up close and personal here. Right. But also, as the mayor, you're concerned about our public schools overall and just where things stand. And to have the resources, the knowledge, and the network of the Harlem Children's Zone partner with Montgomery was important. So we wanted Jeff Cannon to come to Montgomery to talk about how he started the Harlem Children's Zone about 30 years ago, and really what he saw in branching out with it and the idea and the initiative in, predominantly black and brown cities, and why he thought the model could work. And that is to make sure that people who may not see themselves as having the opportunity to go to college, get the opportunity, get the support, have the structure, have the blueprint, and have the support system both for themselves and their parents, and what that means economically as well as educationally for those folks that are a part of it. So for us, it's about really bringing in global partners, and I do mean global partners, to help Montgomery accelerate its progress so that we get to a point where it's a lot easier for people to see themselves staying in Montgomery and say, I don't want to leave, as opposed to people thinking that I need to leave for educational and economic opportunity. We want to do that here, and that starts by educating our young people, and that starts by being open to different pathways and different initiatives around education. And the Harlem Children's Zone is a world-class brand, and it is something that is well-resourced, well-researched, has the data, has the support system to, I think, help us in Montgomery be a force multiplier for cradle-to-career initiatives and making sure that people, even in the most dire circumstances, have the opportunity to get a great education and ultimately to go to college.
Man, that's and we need that now.
Yes,
we need that in the educational system. And I know you're doing everything that you can. The Montgomery Board of Education, everybody's trying to make sure that we can still have a high quality educational system just here within the city of Montgomery. Big shout out to the Brock brothers with Valiant Cross. I heard they got an elementary school.
They do, and I say that, man, proud of Anthony and Fred Brock and just what they've been doing there. Proud of the entire staff and teachers and parents. Certainly the scholars who are doing the work over there. And I think as you see Valiant Cross grow, and I think as you see the footprint improve and increase, you're starting to see the school get into different spaces. So I think partnering with Alabama State University right there on campus is great, because we don't realize how many young people, and I didn't realize this, I live very close to Alabama State, have never been on a college campus of any sort, So they don't know what that looks like or what it feels like. So to have those young people there in the old Zelia Stevens Early Childhood Education Center, which is where I started off
there you go.
pre-K way back when, and so many others, is great. We're excited about it. And again, it's just a sign of more things to come for Valiant Cross. And I think more things to come for education in our city. And that is the part that's key for us right now is educating with a purpose as well as a plan.
Right. And I'm going to go back down memory lane, because this is where my forefathers are from. Before they built the stadium at Alabama State, that was a neighborhood.
That's right, Bel Air.
Okay, I was going to ask if you knew the name of
That's
Bel Air.
Right.
My folks from over there. It's a church called People Baptist that was
right.
over there. So that's my home church and family over there. So I try to tell my son, all this one over here, man.
Oh, no.
This was a whole neighborhood that was in this area over here. So shout out to everybody who know about the real Bel Air.
That's right. Absolutely.
I didn't know you know you're okay. I was going to try to challenge you with that one. I'm with that. So we got the Harlem Children's Zone came down. Valiant Cross is growing through Alabama State with the elementary program. Shout out to them and their school. But then we're coming down to, and let me say this. Your school.
Yeah, you changed your position.
I'm sorry, because it's about to get real messy.
What we do now?
Your alma mater high school has been hitting the streets well with students that are coming with the wrong intentions.
Okay.
And we want to make sure as men, the very best that we can do, if we can mentor, educate, or just say something, trying to come to school and fight and with the mindset is different. What can we tell them just as support as we OGs? Well, I'm Unc status right now. I ain't gonna say your age. I'm Unc status. I'm gonna say
I'll take that.
We Unc status right now. What can we tell them in support of parents? Let's get better for these school systems. Let's come with the right mindset.
Yeah.
What can you tell them to say, or just be an encouragement? Because I know a lot of Montgomery Public Schools are out today. As they go back Monday, how can we get it right for the schools?
Man, that's a great question. Talking about this with Councilman Calhoun and Councilman Mitchell just yesterday. Look, we have to be real frank with our young people that are in school right now. That, again, there's a lot happening in the nation, there's a lot happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Social media, I don't think always plays a positive part in that.
Correct.
It can inflame tensions, as we were just talking about a little bit earlier. It can kind of bring out the worst. It can bring out the best, depending on what it is that we're sharing and what we're looking at. For us, we want people to come to school with the mindset of getting better, with the mindset of improving themselves mentally, academically, in every which way. We've got to make sure that we get to young men and young women the point that school is preparing you for the outside world. Do you want to go every day? No. I don't want to go to work every day. I don't know anybody that does. But you can't come with the mindset of dealing with things in a combative manner when you're there to learn and you're there to listen. Mm-hmm. And I think that, not even just at one school or the other, we got to make sure people have a prior understanding why discipline, why rules and decorum are important, because that's what you have to have in real life if you're going to work, if you're going to make any type of money. You can't do what you want to do, say what you want to say, whenever you want to do or say those things. Mm-hmm. So we got to make sure that from a community standpoint, if we can be better partners, then allow us to be better partners. But we might have to have some no-nonsense conversations, right? And the parents also, let me say this too, the parents also cannot be agitators in this.
Come on with
and
it.
Somehow or another, we got to a point where too many parents are agitators in this, and everybody's got a camera recording, everybody's doing this, or, got their button looking here, and it's like, nobody's breaking up, nobody's trying to defuse the situation.
Correct.
Everybody's recording. So we can't have that and not want to correct those issues. Now, I will say this. Fights were happening at JD when I was there.
Correct, yes.
But you didn't have parents encouraging it.
Right.
You didn't have adults, pushing that type of behavior. Mm-hmm. And you know what? People pay the consequences for it.
Yeah.
You can't have that. I've said before, I was one of them. Yeah. So you get suspended, you got to deal with it.
Right.
Listen, I never got suspended but one time because what was going on at home, where I had to work, man.
Right.
I was like, I'm not doing this again. I'd rather be in school.
Right.
But see, I couldn't come home and just do
what you want.
What I wanted to do. I couldn't come home and just do that. So we have to make sure that we're setting the example and we're correcting behavior right on the spot. And if help is needed, let's bring that help. But let's also make sure we have the resources for young people to deal with conflict resolution, to deal with anger management, and to deal with things that they may be seeing at home or in their community to bring that down. And I'm all in to try to help and support any way I can. And I think that there'll be a lot of other individuals as well as organizations to do that too.
And that's what we need. The community has to be involved in. And I'm going to say this. Us as men, rise up with your kids.
That's right.
Rise up with your kids. I was talking to another student about a week or so ago. I said, you got suspended. He was like, yeah, I'm just finna sit at the house and chill. Oh, no. If I was finna sit at the house and chill and I was suspended, no. I want to take me back to school right now. No. But there's a comfort to know that ain't nothing gonna happen.
Oh, and listen, and that's dangerous, right? That sets the pattern that I don't have to be accountable for my actions.
Right.
And the world is much more harsh, and it is going to continue to be that way. We have to make sure that people understand the discipline, young people understand the discipline that's needed in school, so they're prepared to get a job and they're prepared to be productive members of our society. We've got to have that. and you can't lose those teachable moments when things like that happen in school.
I'm with it. So y'all heard it first. Not the mayor. He's the father too. You got kids too.
Oh, absolutely.
You got boys.
Absolutely.
And you have girls and boys, but I know the boys something else.
Oh, listen, that's a whole nother podcast.
Right.
We had to do a podcast separately just on that alone.
Just for that one. So shout out to the schools, man. We are praying for you guys, man. But as a community, we will get that together.
Yeah.
HBCU weekend is coming up.
Coming right up.
October 4th.
Doubleheader.
Look, we got Battle of the Bands is coming.
That's right.
We got Georgia schools and Alabama schools.
That's right.
I want to see. Now I know we just talked about. I want to see Jag Band show out.
Look, Jag Band better show out.
They have. Now I'm not coming against no other band in the city, no other. But y'all be ready to play Jag.
Oh, listen.
Shout out to Carver Band. I know y'all playing Percy Julian, Park Crossing, Pike Road. I'm with y'all. But Jag,
yeah,
they got to show up.
Well, look. Listen, when you have Battle of the Bands, you can't come there with your B game.
Oh no, A game.
It has to be your A game.
Very much so.
And we got some. I was about to say some prizes. We got something we're gonna do for those that win.
Okay.
For those winners. So we're gonna support. But no, when you come out there after all the work you've done in the summer, listen, you want to put on your best. And I mean the parades are cool, but there's nothing like the Battle of the Bands.
Correct. Yes.
You know that you have. And I think for us to have ASU's homecoming that Saturday.
Correct.
Morehouse Tuskegee that Saturday night.
Yes.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. You know, and we're excited about it because it brings so many people out. We got Kid Capri that's going to be doing a post game. If y'all don't know about Kid Capri, look him up.
Right.
y'all look him up. Sure. I don't know if y'all got some mixed masters like that.
Right.
All right. I don't know if you got that these days, but that's when you had some real mixologists.
Right.
You know, spinning on the ones and twos. So, you know, I think that weekend is great for the city, for the region. And we want everybody to come out and have a great time.
Very much
regardless if they live here in Montgomery, anywhere in the state, Georgia, anywhere else. Listen, it's going to be HBCU headquarters right here in Montgomery come October 34th.
That's what I need to hear. With so much going on, we never want to bypass, you know, the hurt and the pain that we suffer as a city, state, nation, and government. But at the same time frame, to come together as a people.
100%.
Listen to some good music.
Yeah.
Listen to some bands. Watch these young kids
battle
it out with their skills and their talents. Not just for the band, but for the football games as well, too.
Absolutely.
Then the Ferris wheel. I'm bringing it back. I saw on the flyer. I'm ready to ride this Ferris wheel. This is going to be set over the Riverwalk.
That's right.
Now it's set on the ground, right? Because
it is.
Don't let the camera fool you. I'm 253 pounds. I can rock one of you know. If I fall over, I'm calling somebody. You know that the fair is coming soon, but I'm excited to see that this is a moment where we can all come together as a city and state, and people from Morehouse is coming to town.
Oh, absolutely.
So we got to make sure those from Atlanta experience something great. The DJ Kid Capri is coming. We got all type of events and vendors that'll be around the city, night spots. So it's a great time, as you said, budget-wise, for the city to grow.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, we're gonna put on for the city because, you know, I think for us, a lot of this is changing the narrative around the city of Montgomery. You know, we've seen crime dropped by over 25%.
Yes.
We've seen a reduction in homicides and non-fatal shootings. We see a lot of good things that the community has been a part of. And I think it's important, you know, to recognize it's been a community partnership in making this city safer. At the same time, we want to make sure that we're bringing things that really bring people together to have a great time here so people don't feel like they have to go to this city, that city. As we were talking about before. You know, you can spend that money and invest that money right here and have a great time. And we want to do that. Whether it's the Ferris wheel, whether it's concerts, whether it's, you know, other music and other things that we're doing, food trucks, all of that, we're going to have a great time here because we want the city and those who live in the city to be proud of their community.
Now, I know you got grown kids. I got little kids. Is this for the grown folks or is this for the whole family as a whole?
No, it's for the whole family as a whole.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I need to know because when it's grown folks.
Look, as long as your little kid not scared to get on that Ferris wheel, he fine.
He probably going to jump on it before me. I'm going to let him ride it first. And if he ride it, he okay, I'm good. And I'm asking because when I have kids, I got to dress different.
That's right.
When it's grown folks, I'm stepping out.
You stepping out?
I'm stepping out all the way. So I'm so excited. October 4th, HBCU weekend. Morehouse, Tuskegee, that's your Crimson Bowl.
That's it.
Alabama State got their game. The Ferris wheel. DJ Kid Capri is going down. There's going to be vendors, food
concerts,
concerts. It's
concerts.
so much.
So, yeah.
So tell a friend to tell a friend. Now, before we leave,
Yeah.
I need you to give me your top 3.
Uh-oh.
Do not come downtown Montgomery doing what?
One, don't come down there in no bonnet.
Oh,
I don't come down there in no bonnet.
all these hair salons around here, go get your hair did. That lace front, get it laid. The humidity is gone.
That's right. We're going to talk about that, number one.
No buns.
Look, no. Man, now you really got me going on what I saw in the grocery store the other day.
No, talk about it. It's your show. Go ahead, talk about it.
Look, man, it's just some things we just got to make sure, again, we self-correct. We just got to self-correct some things, y'all. We just can't allow some of this stuff to be happening.
Right.
It's not cool. I don't care who on TikTok or who anywhere else is on Twitch is live streaming talking about this is how I rock and this is what.
Right.
We're not gonna do that.
We're
not gonna do that HBCU weekend.
I got you.
So
No
look,
bonnets.
No, that's right. All right. So look, make sure your style is where it needs to be. All right. We know what that is. Well, depending on who you are, everybody's got their own deal, but you know what it's not. I mean that's.
If you big back, make sure it fit. I'm a big back. I got to go up a size,
Right.
and I can't be ashamed of that. I got to be happy in the skin that I'm in. You
Right.
feel me? But if it don't fit, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Don't do it. Second thing, come down there with a mindset to have a great time.
Yeah.
Don't come down there talking what you don't got or what happened on the job or what happened in school. Come down there with the mindset we're gonna have a great time.
Right.
And listen, and for my Tuskegee folks, we're gonna ball and parlay.
Hey, all right now. I'm with it.
We're gonna do that.
I'm with
so,
it.
just come, with that mindset, and then 3, have a great time. Be intentional about having a great time and appreciating the culture that we have in this city with our HBCUs and all that it brings, and all the energy, all of the emotion, all of the positivity that it brings. And if you see somebody doing something they're not supposed to do with somebody,
Talk to
then
them.
that's right.
Talk to them.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm with it. Look, I can't. Don't bring no bonnets. My kid's coming down there, so if it don't fit, my son is gonna say something. Daddy, look, going on somewhere, but come down with the positivity, man. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm excited, man. Season 2 is in full effect of the Mayor's Take. Closing remarks. What you got for us? Closing remarks.
Hey, look, it's good to be back. It's good to have these conversations and talk about these topics relative to us as a city, those that are impacting people at the state and national level. I look forward to the dialogue and look forward to kind of, going even a little deeper on some topics around the community and making sure we get some feedback from those who are checking us out.
Right.
Let us know what you think. Let us
Very
know.
much so.
Let us know what you want us to touch on. We didn't talk about the NFL.
Right.
We didn't talk about who's coming up in college football, who might get fired next.
Yeah.
So we gotta talk about that. We didn't get into what were the songs of summer? Top songs. Who was really overrated this summer?
Hold on. I feel like you trying to tell me some topics that I ain't touching on.
Look, just a little bit. We had a whole lot of people out there saying they were rocking this summer. Not everybody rocked this summer. Some people put out some duds.
Okay, and there was some bad music, and some of them got unlocked from jail. And I know you bad unlocked from jail need to go back.
So let's go back to somewhere.
So we're gonna talk about that. Music and sports.
That's it.
Music and sports, and I got something for you.
Yeah.
I think Philadelphia gonna win another championship.
Oh wow, you going out there already? Early.
Who else finna beat them?
Early.
Well, ain't nobody else can beat them. They beat Kansas City.
Green Bay.
Who was Green Bay?
Listen, I'm not even a Packers fan, but I just got to acknowledge, where they are.
Because they got Michael Parsons.
Hey, Michael, listen, I told y'all, listen, me and the Dallas Cowboys, we on hiatus right now.
Y'all in.
I don't know if that's coming. I don't know if that's going. I don't know if we can repair that relationship.
Fasting in prayer. Right. Jerry Jones need to go home. So
I agree. It's time Jerry takes it out.
Leadership would allow that team to win the way they need to. He's a great businessman.
Great marketer.
There you go. Great marketer. I watched a couple of episodes of the TV show.
Yeah.
And his mindset is superb. I mean, on how he does stuff.
Yeah.
But ultimately, there needs to be a leader to allow the coaches and the players do what they do best.
I agree.
But I said, Philadelphia all the way.
Philadelphia. They come out and beat Kansas City. Now you on the Eagles train.
Hear me. I've been there since Donovan McNabb was there as a quarterback.
You was there with T.O.?
Terrell Owens was there. Who was my guy?
FedEx?
Sproles was not Sproles.
Yeah, Darren Sproles
was running the ball for him with kickoff return. So I've been that guy.
All right.
I just been quiet about it.
You been quiet.
But I got so.
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
Wait.
I know we're supposed to end this thing. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, see, listen, I'm always a little. Listen. All right, let me just tell y'all now.
Because what happens is,
don't y'all know those folks be like, I'm with you, but you be like, well, are you with me? Are you really a fan? Are you really down with the team? But we don't never see you down to it. But then you the first one that had Golden State Warriors stuff on.
No.
I hadn't seen you in no Golden State Warriors.
It's like the Dallas fans. Y'all come out when y'all win, but y'all start losing, they go back and hide. It's like I'm like it happens generation. Like I'm gonna say this and be gone. Auburn, we up.
We up in Auburn.
We back.
We back. You back? You feeling good?
I'm just saying that real low. Yeah. we coming.
Hey, Bama got to go to Athens. And listen, we're gonna separate the men from the boys, and we're gonna separate the men from the boys on that. That FSU game was atrocious. That was hot garbage.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
But look,
that's been y'all for a while.
Well,
and y'all got exposed.
Listen,
even in the Saban era.
Hey, listen. Hold on now. You can't talk about King Saban.
The reason why I can is because Auburn is up, and I feel like I got the confidence to do so. Y'all borderline barely won a lot of games when Saban was there.
Well, Saban played it close to the vest, being conservative. That's kind of that Bill Belichick model. That's kind of what he does. Now, listen. What you didn't have to worry about was their manhood. And the question now, what the FSU guys said is that they don't know. We don't know what their manhood is. We don't know how tough they are.
Gotcha.
So now we're gonna find out. It don't really matter if you put up 73 on La Monroe. You may as well have been playing. You may as well been playing Selma High.
Wow. Dallas County, stand up.
That don't matter. The question is, what you gonna do when you go down to Athens, Georgia?
Nothing.
That's where
21-7.
21-7.
Georgia. You know how hard it is to play in Georgia?
Hey, listen, absolutely. It's been a long time.
And Alabama is not good on the road right now.
They're not good when it comes to adversity.
And
they're not good when it comes to adversity.
And y'all finna walk straight into Athens Adversity County.
We named Clark County. Clark County, Georgia, the Adversity County. Athens Adversity County. Go Dogs.
I know they heading down. They're probably on the road right now, and I pray that when this does come out, they'll come find me. I know a few of them out there. But we're going to have to talk about that because I'm going to keep all these scores together. So you got Alabama. You're a Packers fan.
No, I ain't no Packers fan.
You're a Dallas fan, but you're rooting for the Packers.
I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus from Jerry and the boys. I don't know. I'm on hiatus right now.
So who you sit with?
I'm just sitting back watching and observe. I'm going to Baltimore to kick with my man Brandon Scott up there.
Okay.
I'm going to watch the Ravens and King Henry and see what they do. So he told me to come on up and check out a game with him. So I'm going to go do that with my mayor up there.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
Trash.
Yep.
I can't.
Hey, man, that's a real hate, man.
It's not. I mean, they're a great competitive team. They remind me of the Steelers, and I'm a Steelers fan.
I knew. I was just about to say you got to be a Steelers fan. You said that with too much emotion.
I'm a Steelers fan. I just hate the fact we can't win the big games. We're gonna be great in the regular season.
Not with no 50-year-old quarterback y'all got.
All right.
Y'all,
ladies and gentlemen, this is. I'm gonna get the stats.
That man old as me. That man got the old Terry Bradshaw chin strap. How y'all come over that man out there? Y'all got Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers, you don't know if he a Buddhist monk one day, if he over here doing yoga and all this other stuff. That man play football.
He is the oldest player in the NFL right now.
I know he is.
The oldest player. He was there when Brett Favre was in the game.
That man older than some of them players' parents.
All right, here we go. And you, I'm gonna leave it alone. Hey, Tomlin, let's get that together. You should have had Shadua.
That's what you should have done.
But there's a lot of controversy going on with that. I'm not gonna talk about it right now.
All right, we're gonna say that. We're gonna say they should do a follow up.
I feel like two Baptist preachers. We keep saying we finna close, and it's still going straight to Oregon up. Sports entertainment.
Hey, listen.
Right.
Minister like this over there. He trying to close us out on that keyboard.
He ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. Look, hey, I don't even know what episode. Look,
hey, y'all music ministers, don't y'all get fired now when that preacher is still going.
Cut the music.
Hey, listen, don't y'all get fired now.
But why they don't want to cut it? I've been in one church, they shouted for 20 minutes. And then he said, I'm still finna preach. For what? I'm tired. He started yelling at me, clap your hands. I'm tired of clapping. I've been clapping for 20 minutes.
He said you go to the concert, you go to the concert, you clap for 2 hours.
I'm gonna be honest, when I go to the concert and it's the song they sing that I don't really like, I paid you. I'm finna sit down. And before I know it, 20 other people said they wait for somebody to sit down first. It's like a domino
That's
effect.
me. That's me.
Start coming down.
Can I sit down? Is it okay?
But then when that sun come on, because now we unk status, we don't clap, we snap. Hey, and start pointing at folks.
That's right.
All right now.
I see you, man. I see what you're doing.
All that clapping, my elbows right here start getting.
Oh yeah, you keep it right here real tight.
Right, we're tight, baby. That's all I got for you. Outside of that, man, I don't know what else you want me to do. You wanted to come, so I didn't pay the tab. You know. This is the mayor's take.
Man, we late. They're like, man, folks on overtime and
man. Split this into 2 pairs right here. Part 2 of this whole episode. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, likewise.
Pray have a great weekend. October 4th, HBCU weekend. It's going down. Morehouse.
That's it.
Tuskegee.
Morehouse.
Go ahead, Morehouse.
We gotta get evicted, Morehouse. Don't come and embarrass me in my city.
Don't do that. Don't get the hype up. Just let them be happy that they're coming.
Hey, y'all better show up more Maroon Tigers. Don't be coming here no mess.
Tigers on Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers on Maroon on Golden.
Okay.
Maroon on Golden. I'm just saying, don't come here now.
This gonna be a Tiger.
Hey, don't come here and
can I wear a Morehouse shirt?
You can wear a Morehouse shirt, absolutely. We'll give you.
Y'all got a lot of pride. I know Tuskegee got pride.
That's right.
Morehouse has a different type of pride.
That's right.
And I want to be in there like, hey, when you came out, I didn't pledge. I didn't get my education from them. I'm sorry. I don't want to get jumped at.
Listen. Look, I just support the mission of the school. That's what I tell people.
Y'all alumni something else too.
Oh,
they real. What's up, my guy? Hey, how you come? More grab me on my shoulder one time. Boy, that old joker got me.
Hey, that's the old man. That's the old man stream. Don't forget that now.
October 4th, HBC weekend. We got work to go do.
We do.
It's always a pleasure. This is the Mayor Take. I'm your host, Darrell Hall, the Honorable Stephen L. Reed. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.